Okay, I've been very sick for 4 years. I've been to Mayo Clinic 3 times. We've been everywhere, several different doctors. Nobody knew what was going on for a long time. I was diagnosed with POTS at Mayo Clinic in 2009, and I just found out that I had RSD in May, which all along that's been the main problem. We just didn't realize it because the doctors just thought everything was related back to the POTS. Off and on for the last 4 years, I would get weekly IV infusions because I would get so dehydrated despite constantly eating Gatorade, drinking Gatorade and Pedialyte, and because I was so thirsty all the time, and they said that that would help with my lightheadedness. But since I've been here, I haven't needed any Pedialyte, I haven't had any Gatorade, definitely haven't had any IV infusions, and I used to be so short of breath all the time, I could barely talk. I'm short of breath, sorry. But I can't handle the ride to Atlanta and the flight to Texas all in one day. So, you know, like even when I needed something to drink or something, you know, I would have to use sign language or something to communicate with my mom what I needed. And now, as you can tell, I'm talking just fine. My shortness of breath is gone. I used to have chest pains all day, every day, and they would be worse when I woke up first thing in the morning. They would be just excruciating for 2 hours at least. And now I wake up and, you know, they're barely there, and when I do have them, it's just for a few minutes. So it's just barely even worth mentioning because it's so much better now. I used to have to urinate 3 times per hour, and now I can go 4 hours without having to go to the bathroom. And I used to drink 20 ounces per hour because of my excessive thirst, and now I probably don't even have a sip of something to drink every hour. Walking is better. When my first day here, my legs would shake even transferring from the wheelchair to another chair, and now I'm up and walking around everywhere, and my legs feel strong.
We'll show a picture of your feet here now. Yes. We got tennis shoes on.
Yes.
And we started off, you came in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the cam boots.
The cam walker boots.
Mm-hmm.
And you wore those for a while, and then we got you in tennis shoes.
Yes, and okay. I can tell a big difference. It helps so much. And my left arm, I couldn't use it at all for 5 months. And we went to several different doctors interviewing them, and they were going to remove my top rib. So we were so desperate because with RSD, you're not supposed to have surgery because that just makes it worse. And now we're here, and I can use my left arm, didn't have to have surgery, and the pain before, it was unbearable, and now, it doesn't even hurt all the time. Before, it was just a constant excruciating pain. And now it's not even all the time, and it's nothing compared to what it was. I can use it, I can drink my water with it. Before I couldn't even text with both hands, I can text with both hands. I can brush my hair without much pain. I can dress myself again, which is a huge deal. So everything is so much better. I can honestly say that I feel good for the first time in 4 years. Yeah, when it first happened, it knocked the breath out of me, and I was, it did make my pain worse for a while, and we were afraid that I broke out in a rash all down my shoulder and all down my legs. I immediately went in and got in a hot bath, got chocolate ice cream, took 2 aspirin, 2 Advil, and I hooked up to treatment the next morning. The rash got better. And we were afraid I wouldn't be able to move it after that, and we were afraid it was just going to completely lock up, but it didn't. I'm still using it.
What was the injury?
The car door got slammed on my shoulder, right here, and that's the worst possible place that I could have gotten hurt at because that's the worst part of the all along. That's my worst area of RSD, yes. But I had a rough couple days, but here I am only a week later, and I'm doing just fine. I feel good. I'm still Still moving it. I can wave.
How long has it been since you were able to reach over and grab a bottle of water like that and pick it up?
5 months.
5 months.
Mm-hmm.
We are on the last day with Rachel, and she's walking down the hall, pushing her wheelchair that she arrived in about a month ago, a little bit less than a month ago. And she's coming back again, using a wheelchair for what it should be used for, is carrying luggage. Alrighty. What would you say is the percentage of pain and problems that has gone away?
I would say that I'm 75% better because when I came here I wasn't walking, I could barely utter a sentence, I couldn't use my left arm, I couldn't go anywhere except the doctor's offices, and all that stuff is just gone.
Okay, and then it's also great now you've walked down and you walk back and you're not out of air.
Absolutely. I don't have any trouble talking anymore.
We can attest to that.
And what medications have you stopped taking?
Hydrocodone, and I'm coming off of Xanax
Okay.
right now.
Good. And you're heading back for Georgia?
Yep.